Hey guys, welcome back to rhrjen. I'm so glad you're here. Guys, I have such a good show for you today. Megan's at it again on her social media, and I want to take a look at it and I want to show you the weirdness, but I really want to talk about what she's not saying, and that involves her pal, Serena Williams. We're going to talk about all of that and all the controversies going on there. If you're new here, I'm Jen. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the thumbs up, leave me comments, as all those helps YouTube to recommend my videos, and I sincerely appreciate it. Let's jump right on in. And by the way, a huge thank you. I saw all your lovely comments saying you've been hitting the hype button for me. I just learned about this thing. So many of you guys have been doing it, and it just means the world to me. I just want you to know, sincerely, thank you. I'm trying to write back each of you who've told me you've done it. I'm a little behind, but thank you sincerely, everybody who's hit the hype button. If you don't have it yet, it's something they're rolling out. You might get it soon if you're so inclined, and hit the hype button. Supposedly, it really helps out my videos. It helps spread the word. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now, let's get into the story. Okay. So first of all, Meghan posted on social media, and I'll show it to you and we'll laugh at it. It takes about 12 seconds. It's just Meghan being Meghan. But what I really think is it's a look over here because Serena's been in the news. And I know you know why, but in case you don't, I'm going to explain that to you. Let's start with Meghan's social media because she did it on both her Meghan Instagram and on As Ever, two different posts. And I want to show them both to you. And then I want to talk about what's really going on. So starting with her social media post here, this was on her, let's see, this is her Meghan account. Let's look at this. Now there's not going to be, let me make sure, hold on one second. Oh, it's not going to be any sound to this thing. Here you go. It's just her playing mahjong. So that's it. That's the whole post there. Okay. So there's a couple people there that appear to be playing mahjong. Nobody's actually shown in that. Mahjong is something she had referenced once before, or at least once before. She's referenced it before. I believe it was the Tracy, is her last name, Robbins episode of As Ever with Love Meghan, whatever that dumb show's called. It was on there. She mentioned playing mahjong with the girls. Okay, great. To me, it seems like an effort. I don't know. I just see it and I think, what is the point of this? And the background is just, okay. So then I think, okay, it's an effort to what? Prove she has friends? That she's a girl's girl? She has girls' nights? I don't know. It's kind of weird. Nothing to it there. Okay, and then on As Ever, as if, hold on, I've got that one here. So no sound on this one either. Let's take a look. So she posted this and she posted this. And don't worry, I have screenshots of both. And I'm going to show you what I think is going on with these. That's on As Ever. Again, just these quick look over here. Don't talk about my friend Serena. Okay, great. Oh, by the way, I wore my Catherine blouse today. I love this shirt. It's blue. I don't know if you can see it so much in the light, but it's very blue. Catherine has a shirt like it that's twisted right here that I absolutely love. So I call it my Catherine shirt. But anyway, so she posted that, and I have some screen grabs of that. I'll show you real quick. Okay, so here's, yeah, As Ever. Oh, she posted this as well. I mean, again, oops, let's see. Again, like, what are we doing here? So it says, and a little thing called love. It's just lyrics to that song. Let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and the moon up above. Okay. But again, no context. What are we supposed to believe? This is Harry and Meghan's love story. Who, the only thing I can think of is the only one that Meghan loves is Meghan. So is this a poem to herself? Maybe. I don't know. It's just another look at me attention grab. And then here's the stills from it. Okay. Can I be crass for a minute? Hi, I'll be crass. You be snarky. Normally I'm snarky. Today I'll be crass. I don't know how to say this, but I mean, you see it too, right? You see it too. What does that look like to you? Ugh, I don't want to eat it. Don't answer that. No, I see it and I just think, wait a second. Are those cookies? What's going on? I showed it to my friend, Chef Marie, and I was like, "What do you make of this?" She saw what I saw, first of all. Thank you for that, Chef. Second of all, she said, "Those are supposed to be thumbprint cookies, not stick your whole damn hand in it cookies." And I was like, "I know." But mostly I see it as, hmm. And if you ever watch SATC Blank in the City, which I used to cover, so I'm always going to go back to that. You know, Charlotte, remember Mitchell? Was that his name? Mitchell? The one that did the thing with the figs? Hello. She posted both of these in the same one, and anybody else, I'd be like, that's not a thing. It's a thing. You know what she's doing. Gross. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so here's this. This is supposed to be tied to Meghan because this person used her honey. Okay, great. It's it okay. I can't even make sense out of this. Great. Okay, so here's her look over attempt. Look over here attempt on this one is the figs and the cookies. All right. Enough of that. There you go. That's what's going on with her. Now let's talk about what's really going on because that's way more interesting. I know you know, but in case you don't, let's talk about this because Meghan's staying silent. To me, this is just a let me get my name out there because my friends in the news, actually, two of her friends are in the news. We'll talk about that. My friends in the news, and I can't mess with that paycheck. I mean, my friend, my very rich friend, I can't mess with that. So let me just post something attention grabbing over here and stay silent, pretend like everything's cool. Everything's peachy with mahjong. I was trying to remember, and you can let me know in the comments. She named a couple people she played mahjong with. I wonder if Serena's name ever came up. If she's hoping people will associate the two. I don't know. All right, let's take a look. So I know you know, but in case you don't, Serena Williams has been in the news lately, and understandably so. I'm going to tread lightly here. You can let me know your thoughts in the comments. But Serena seems to be a big ol' instigator, as is Meghan. She's in New York City. From what I understand, she was there for a Skims event. Skims is being, Kim Kardashian's whatever shapewear line. She's left uncomfortable because of the unnamed hotel's cotton plant decoration. Okay. She, I guess, put out some sort of post saying it didn't feel great. It went viral. It took off. And people were like, what? So she's wearing a glove here and she's showing this in the hallway. This this cotton plant that she did not care for. Okay. Well, internet sleuths have been doing some deep diving and they have shown that that's interesting because a couple years ago in Architectural Digest in her own home, she has a statue that has cotton reference all over it. Well, her husband has since spoken up. His name is Alexis. Alexis, I believe, was one of the founders of Reddit. I think he's since left, or maybe he's still involved. But anyway, Alexis. Now, remember, he's the one that Meghan Markle was accused of flirting with at Wimbledon right after Archie came along, where she's like, and they're crossing the legs. And, yeah, okay. He decided to stand up for Serena and says, folks are entitled, folks. That's all I can think of with Meghan. She said the same thing, remember? Multifaceted folks. Folks are entitled to have their opinions, but to use owning Radcliffe Bailey's monument for a promise, that's what the art piece was called, as some sort of gotcha is so breathtakingly stupid. There is some obvious symbolism of the cotton in the artwork. Okay, fine, but you're missing that couldn't one say that Serena was trying to do a gotcha by posting that? From what I understand, and I'm still coming in on this and trying to understand it myself, but from what I understand, she made the post without speaking to the hotel about her feelings about it. So instead of going directly to them, the post was made. Wouldn't that be a gotcha, knowing that her followers, her people will jump on this story? And it did. It took off. But it just feels like a gotcha moment where she knew what she was doing. She knew that her celebrity clout would carry this story. Now, it's been pretty big backlash I'm gonna talk about, but I just feel like by ignoring that fact and trying to say that people are trying to play gotcha by figuring out that she also had a cotton set up in her home, that in itself is a gotcha. By ignoring that she didn't even try to make it right with the hotel or whatever, discuss her feelings with the hotel. That would be a gotcha moment. So, yeah, there's that. I think I don't know. I just can't with the hypocrisy. It's unending with this crowd. It really is. So the other thing worth noting is think about this. So, from what I understand, Serena's been in some sort of partnership with Skims. I don't follow the Kardashians, so this is just from my Googling. From what I could tell, she used to be in some sort of partnership with Skims. It sounds like it doesn't matter. It says launch 2021. I don't know if that's Skims or the partnership. Who cares? Um, but that features cotton blend shapewear. And then Megan's As Ever lifestyle brand, As Ever, includes cotton poplin shirts and jam labeled cotton totes. I just think this is weird. Again, it's she she talks about wearing Skims daily, supposedly, and again, it's made from cotton. And I'm reading reports that allegedly there was some sort of, I don't think it was Megan's baby shower. The way I understood it's actually Serena's baby shower. And I could not find pictures because I think it was pretty private, but allegedly at Serena's baby shower, news is reporting that she had like a big floral arrangements. They estimate that it was about 100,000, again, allegedly spent on floral, including some cotton that went around. So hypocrisy, thy name is Meghan and all of her friends. The other thing to think about that's going on right now with another of Meghan's friends, I talked about in this separate video, is also in the friend group, is Whitney Wolf Herd. Now, Meghan again has been silent on that. So I almost wonder with this mahjong and girlfriends and all this, if she's like, I don't know, a nod to my friends, but I'm going to stay silent on it because, Serena's doing this. And then Whitney Wolf Herd, the founder of Bumble, you'll have to go watch my video on that. I went over and over all the accusations there, but in a nutshell, she's accused. And I believe, if I understand correctly, she admitted to using the ist words, using things like the N word and stuff. There are allegations of it, and allegations of everything from workplace, bull accusation, and even accusations of violence against, I believe it was against her boss and against a former partner. So lots of stuff going on, a lot of hypocrisy going on. Hypocrisy in female empowerment going on, because that's something else that Wolf Herd was very much accused of, I believe, by several people, that critics have slammed her as a fake feminist because everything from, pay gaps to accusations of mistreatment of the female staffers and misogyny and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's an interesting friend group. And again, who wants to take life lessons from any of the three of them? I certainly don't. Again, hypocrisy, thy name is this friend group. And it's not that, I've always said I'm anti-cancel culture. People should be allowed to make mistakes and learn and grow. This seems a little bit different to me. This seems to be, again, doing things like this, calling things out for attention without doing any homework. Like, I think about Meghan and Harry and the claims they made on Oprah. They just said these things. And then luckily we saw through it, but a lot of people didn't. They didn't do their homework. So they just took her at her word at that point. Luckily, most people can realize now that she's full of crap. And it did a lot of damage. So I think about this, it does a lot of damage. Serena's out here saying these things, but then again, we find all this hypocrisy. It just seems to be a common theme with this friend group. So I'm going to leave this here. I'm dying to know your thoughts on all this. Let me know in the comments below. Are you aware of this controversy? What are your thoughts on this controversy? Let me know. To me, but I just see birds of a feather. They just seem like mean girls and these people that scream these things for attention. But then when you really start looking in there, they're just, yeah, no, there's no substance with it. It just seems like it's just saying these things, but there's no substance there. So that's it for me. Let me know your thoughts on all this. I can't wait to read your comments on this one. Again, a huge thank you to everybody who took the time to write me that you've hit the hype button. If you're like, Jen, what's the hype button? I'm not exactly sure. It's a new thing that they're rolling out. And from what I understand from you guys, thank you. You're allowed to do 3, I think it's 3 in a week, something like that. And so many of you have let me know that you've been hyping my videos. That means the world to me. It really does. It helps me in ways I can't even explain because I'm not even sure, but I know it's helping. My numbers keep going up, and I know that's a direct result because of you guys. So thank you sincerely for that. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to leave this here. Let me know your thoughts on all this. As more news comes out, I'll talk about it. I'm keeping an eye on all this and definitely find it interesting. And again, if you've heard more, if you think of another hypocritical example, I think there's something here. I really do. More hypocritical examples. I mean, let me know in the comments. I just feel like it's never ending with, especially with Meghan, and it seems like with Harry and the friend group as well. So let me know your thoughts on all this. As always, thank you so much for being here and for supporting the show. It means the world to me, and I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. I hope you guys have the best day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Hi. Yeah, that's an interesting story. I feel like, I'm trying to think. Again, I think I'm overthinking the mahjong thing. I think that's just Meghan's attempt to pretend like she has friends. She can't really talk about her friends right now because they're all in hot water. She's probably thanking her lucky stars that for this very single moment, it's not her. It will be her soon, I'm sure, but it's not her. I'm curious. Yeah. I'm curious to see what'll happen. Meghan won't speak up for anybody. I mean, she doesn't even speak up for her husband when he's in trouble. Not that there's any defending that guy, but you'd think you'd have your partner's back, but she never does. She never does. It's when they can help her, she'll use them. But when, not that she can defend any of them. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here. Let me know your thoughts. If you stay tuned this long, what shall we comment? Tell me how ridiculous you find this, because I do. And what's Meghan's next move? Let me know. So I know next week is the pat myself on the back gala that they're doing, the mental health whatever. So that'll be a what show, but she won't be able to wait till then to try to get attention for herself. So let me know. Give me a prediction. What do you think it'll be? We'll see who comes closest. Yeah, I'm thinking some sort of, she hasn't done a parking lot walk in a while, and I don't know if she'll do that, but like some sort of maybe concerts, pap, or maybe it'll be some sort of other like female brunch, something like that. It'll be female empowerment, I'm sure. Anyway, all right. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think of the look. I love this shirt. It's so cute. It's so blue. I love it. Silky and blue. All right. I'm leaving this here. Have the best day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. People, really. I mean, seriously. Just... that whole friend group, they're so obnoxious. I don't know how they can even hang out with each other. I'm more obnoxious. No, I'm more obnoxious. No. Look at me being obnoxious. No, look at me being obnoxious.